Blues and Bullets. Blues and Bullets is a game that was made, I'd say about a year ago, and it was made for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and I believe PC. There's currently only 2 episodes out. It's been out for a while, and according to the game designers, they've put the other episodes on hold for whatever reason. So only 2 episodes of this series exist. It's set in the 1940s, I believe, and it deals with the mob, strange, paranormal, occult type things. Yeah, anyway, let's get right into it.
It's your turn. Go on, take it.
I don't want to take your key, little boy. Not interested. But I'm going to. Or am I? No, I'm going to.
Get me out of here, please. If we don't escape, I'll be punished. I've been bad.
Shut the hell up.
Don't worry, I can do this. What if you can't? I'll be punished. Just like Juliet. You see? One down. That just leaves yours and the one on the door. I'll be punished. I've been bad. I'll be punished. It's okay. Be quiet. Just look out, okay?
Well, this is very interesting. thought I was going out for dinner and I would up in a basement covered with blood all around. What the hell?
Obviously, these people like to kidnap kids.
He heard you. Quick, get me out of here. Be quiet. What are you doing? Help me, please. There isn't time to open both locks. Yes, quick.
You're lucky I have a good Samaritan.
What are you doing? Help me, please. She's there. She's been really bad, hasn't she?
I'm gonna remember this. This is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna remember this fucking moment when you ratted me out, told them where the hell I was, that I was in some fucking closet. That face is all kinds of special. Missing.
Eliot?
Just a second. Alice, I thought you were on the day shift. Pie?
Well, I just slipped out for a second. This arrived for you at the station.
Thanks. I'll put it in the back room, then I'll get you a slice of pie. Deal?
I'm kind of in a hurry. What kind?
Blueberry.
It's a deal.
It's not much, but I earned it.
God damn it, Ness! You gotta be the slowest waiter in Santa Esperanza.
Sarcasm.
I guess so. The girls at Happy Doll say you're more of the speedy type. I won't keep you waiting again.
Anyway, They catch the deadbeat robbing the pharmacy, but there's no proof, so they hand him over to me.
Eliot, seriously, I don't have much time.
Take your time. If Jenkins says anything, tell him it's my fault. And let him know that I'll continue to keep his agents waiting until he settles his tab.
I don't think I dare. But this is worth getting in trouble for.
To think, I didn't find my true calling until I was in my 50s.
And this time, go easy on the chili sauce. Gives me indigestion.
Oh no. We wouldn't want that, would we?
More sauce. More sauce. More sauce. More sauce.
Done.
Okay, I tell him,
Enjoy
if you
your shit.
confess right now, I finish work on time, and everybody's happy. If you don't, I have to work late. I get mad, and I have to rearrange your face.
You really said that?
There you go.
And listen to this, Ness. And then I say to him, the doctor will have to work late too, and it'll be your fault. He'll be mad. And when he's done fixing your mug, it'll be so ugly, you'll never get laid again.
He sang, right?
Yeah, like a soprano. And you know what I did next, Ness?
You told everyone what a hero you are, and you haven't stopped telling them to this day.
Yeah, but before he left the cell, I rearranged his face. Oh, how much sauce did you put on this thing, you goddamn maniac?
Just enough to make sure you never come back here, Dickinson.
Ah, screw you, Ness.
Your first time here, right? I like this job, you know? Not because I like serving coffee or food. This job is about understanding people, knowing what they want, what they need. You just have to keep your eyes open. The clothes, the haircut, a little movement, a hand clutching a knife. Don't even think about it. Not because of me. At most, I'd knock out a couple of your teeth before disarming you. The guys you should be worried about are the cops at the other table. They'd keep kicking you in the ribs long after you passed out. You'd be lucky to wake up in a hospital. The question is, what do I do with you now? Buy yourself a suit, son. Get a shave, get a job, and make a man of yourself. And if you come back here looking for trouble, you'll find it. You want coffee? I forgot to thank you for bringing my pension check.
Well, I saved you a trip.
And a headache. The station's full of Dickinsons. Your dad would be proud of you.
Thanks. But not Jenkins.
Easy there, miss. Slow and steady wins the race. If I don't get some blackberry pie this minute, I'm gonna die before this day is out. Can you help me, sir?
I'm afraid not.
It's too bad. I need something sweet for my last day on Earth.
Blueberry pie? Last slice.
You use almond extract?
Quarter of a teaspoon.
Which brand?
I make my own. Do I know you from someplace?
Me? No. But you do know my boss.
Good old El Capone. Your boss. I've met him before. Interesting guy.
I just wanted to know.
Dockers.
I'm definitely not drunk. Yeah.
Garrison, O'Reilly, DePietro, Dockers. You, call your boss. I have business to settle with him.
Can't even enjoy a quiet smoke. Look, I get it. It's Christmas. You're lonely and you want to end it all. But Santa Esperanza is full of bridges. Why not throw yourself off one of them and leave me in peace?
Tell Capone that Eliot Ness is here. We're going to finish this thing once and for all.
Jeez, I don't get paid enough. Listen, you got it backwards. I'm not here to make my boss come out. I'm here to stop you getting in.
I'll do you a deal. Do what I say, and when I've finished with your boss, I'll bury your police file in his grave.
Oh yeah? Why not bury it in the same grave as your buddy Dockers?
You shouldn't have brought that up.
Oh no? You gonna cry now? Hey, come on. It's Christmas. At the front gate! It's Ness!
Put down your weapons. You'll get a fair trial.
A war alarm at a mansion. Seems legit.
Keep moving forward.
Medics carry barrels? Like the kind
We need more men! We need more men! We need more men! We need more men!
don't know, I would have kept the Tommy gun, but that's just me. Tommy guns work a lot better. Especially with that Cowboy 6-shooter you got.
Have any last words?
You come into my house?
This guy's in so many games.
Your doorman was kind enough to let me in.
You kill my men.
You killed my men.
I didn't know human beings mattered to you.
Would you kill an unarmed man? You? Eliot Ness?
You have my word. I'm not going to kill a man.
Papa!
Vittorio. Are you gonna kill me in front of my son? That stain right there is all that's left of D'Annunzio, one of my best men. I told him to take care of the butcher on East Main, one of the jerks who've been screwing with me for months. We had to make an example of him. Send a message to the other storekeepers. D'Annunzio ripped out his guts and hung him up with the merchandise. But he did it while the butcher's daughter was watching. Fucking D'Annunzio. There are lines that cannot be crossed. We have to protect the innocence of children. Keep them far, far away from certain experiences.
Your son should know what kind of monster his father is. I can't think of a better life lesson.
Look, Vittorio. His hand's shaking. Booze turns men into cowards. You'll be like your father. Never drink. It's funny, huh? The White Knight of the Volstead Act gets liquored up to kill the king of bootleg booze.
Relax, son. Nobody's going to kill anybody. I'd love to introduce you to a girl your age, Vittorio. Her name is Claire Dockers, and she sings like an angel. You two would get along. 2 days ago, Claire's father caught up with yours in a warehouse. Your father was hitting innocent people, and that's not right. He told him to stop, but your father ignored him and pulled out a gun to shoot him. Claire's father was quicker. He drew his gun first and fired, but the bullet jammed. Your father killed Claire's father, in cold blood. He kicked him in the face so many times, not even Claire herself would have recognized him.
You'll never prove I killed Dockers.
I know, and that's why I'm here. But now I know I'm better than you. Your father is a murderer, and Claire hasn't stopped crying these last 2 days, all because of him. Never forget that, Vittorio.
Hold it! Let him go. Run, Ness, and forget I exist, or I'll have to report what you just did. And I do have witnesses. You hear me, Ness?
That's some first-class pie. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. My car is parked outside. If you could join me as soon as possible, I'll be doubly grateful.
Gentlemen, I'm closing up. Time to move along.
So early? What are you talking about, Ness?
Are you serious?
I said get out.
Hey, fuck you, Ness. I'm not paying you a cent. You just lost a customer.
But just think what I gain in quality of life. should have loaded it into Docker's gun and shot Capone. Maybe it would have jammed again, but one way or another it would all be over.
Can't remember the actor's name, but the guy playing Eliot Ness is actually he's in tons of games. He is best known as Geralt the Witcher in all 3 of the Witcher games. He did some work on the Clerks themed adventure game made by an indie company that stars Kevin Smith and Jason Hughes. Yeah, so anyway, bit of trivia there for you. If you guys didn't already know, he's got a pretty recognizable voice. I mean, every time he's done voice work, he always sounds the same.
What a first-class cop you are, sir. First class. Don't mind me if next time you come in I have a nice pie made of arsenic for you.
I don't know what's with people in putting like the most awful photos down for missing persons. Like, I mean, do you really want a photo of your kid going for a missing persons photo? Like, I mean, come on. Show some class.
At last, Mr. Ness. Please get in.
Where are we going?
A place that's a little too fancy for a guy like you. But if it's any consolation, it's way too fancy for me. Please get in. I can't afford for you to catch a cold.
What am I, 90 years old?
That's okay. I'm fine. Just let me go get my dentures. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
We'll be going up in a couple of minutes. I'll wait for you in the cable car.
Up where?
Up to the roof, I would assume. This is a cable car station that leads to a blimp. I believe The blimp is even called the Hindenburg after the Hindenburg, obviously. You, sir, need a rhinoplasty. Total rhinoplasty. Your nose is about as long as an elephant, sir.
The Hindenburg. Her forced landing in New Jersey almost cost the lives of over 100 passengers. Yeah. Nearly a fireball in midair. It would have burned down half the city.
But it's a good thing the Witcher was there to stop it. You, sir, are the worst luggage handler in the world. You just gotta stand there. What happens if Bob comes back and wants his luggage? What are you gonna do? That's okay. The luggage. It's down at the bottom of the stairs.
A. Ryan, owner of Ryan Hotels, the visionary who transformed the Hindenburg into the monument to aeronautical luxury it is today.
What the hell is he even guarding? The candy machine.
Okay, let's go. Scared of heights?
Since I was a kid, I like to keep my feet on the ground.
That makes two of us. If you need a paper bag, I have one.
Just carry them for that special occasion.
How high does this thing go?
Higher than the clouds. I'm afraid I can't come with you. Thanks for the pie.
But...
Welcome to the Grand Hindenburg Hotel. My name is Susan, and I'm glad to be of service. Your name, please?
Real name or fake name? Hi there, my name's George W. Bush. Probably never heard of me yet.
I'm Mr. Untouchable.
In that case, I suggest you try not to live up to your name if you want to make the most of your stay at the Hindenburg, Mr. Untouchable. And now, how can I help you?
I'm here to see Mr.
But
Capone.
you sound like a porn star.
There's no Mr. Capone here, Mr. Untouchable.
Listen, Susan, I know more than 60 aliases for Al Capone, so you have two options. One is to delay my appointment with him until I guess the right one, which he is not going to like. The other is to send me through and earn my eternal gratitude and his. Your call.
He's in the presidential suite. Top floor at the end of the red carpet.
Thank you, Susan.
Have a pleasant stay at the Grand Hindenburg Hotel, Mr. Untouchable.
What's your name?
Your attention, please. The cable car to Santa Esperanza leaves in 3 minutes. You can't go in there, sir. They're in rehearsal.
Theater?
Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus. They open in a couple of nights. Perhaps Mr. Capone can get you a ticket?
Capone? He's at this hotel? Gosh, I'd heard the opposite.
Makes no sense, considering you just... Okay. Probably was supposed to click on that first, I guess. Well. Guess there's only one way out, and that's up. Just need to climb the damn stairs.
Higher than the clouds.
Your attention, please. The cable car to Santa Esperanza leaves in 2 minutes.
Well, it's a damn good thing I'm leaving. I'll tell you what. Gotta go find me Mr. Al Capone.
A. Ryan, owner of Ryan Hotels, the visionary who transformed the Hindenburg into the monument to aeronautical luxury it is today.
He also made Rapture.
The window cleaners up here deserve every cent they make. I wouldn't do it for all the money in the world. Someday, maybe.
Someday, maybe I'll stand up there on the balcony and stare at fireworks for hours, thinking to myself, the hell am I doing?
Come on!
Andrew Ryan. Time to reach Capone's suite. Oh, look at that. Cleaning up blood.
What happened here?
Nothing to worry about, my good man. What happens on the Hindenburg stays on the Hindenburg.
How can you work in a place like this?
You don't want to know where I worked before this, my good man.
Are you saying the law doesn't apply here?
We're too high up, my good man. The law has always preferred to look down.
You never had problems with the police?
Oh, many a one, my good man. In fact, what I'm cleaning up is today's first problem.
Wow, I never thought I'd hear the words "my good man" so many times in a sentence in my life. Amazing Charlotte, King of Dives.
Bravo.
He just killed a woman and they're clapping. Perfect. Thumbs up.
I'm sorry.
Not so amazing now, are you?
If it wasn't for my habit of checking all possible exits when I walk into the lion's den, I'd be a dead man. You should be rotting in jail.
That's exactly what I've been doing for the last 19 and a half years. You'll be surprised what a little good behavior can do for a person. You're not gonna ask me for my last words this time? I'm a lot closer to death than when I last saw you. As are you.
Why did you ask me here?
Why did you come?
I wanted to see if you'd improved with age. I'm glad to see the answer's no.
When you said rot in jail, you really meant it, huh? Look, I didn't ask you here to find out who's got the snappiest comebacks. I want to hire you.
What?
I require your services as a detective.
I don't know what your game is, but if your plan was to surprise me, you've succeeded.
Look, Ness. My granddaughter Sophia has been kidnapped. When what happened to my son, Vittorio, I put her in a boarding school. She was entered under a false surname, Colombo. Nobody knows who she is.
Nobody?
Only Milton, the man who brought you here. I trust him completely. 2 days ago, a guy turned up at the boarding school. He introduced himself as Guido Colombo, the girl's uncle, and her new legal guardian. He said her parents had just died in a tragic automobile accident. He produced all the relevant papers, driver's license, the custody document supposedly made out by the father, the death certificates. He explained away the fact that the girl didn't know him by saying he moved to Seattle before she was born.
Any clues?
Nah. Well, Sophia was wearing a blue dress with flowers that I personally ordered for her from Italy. She was also wearing white ballet shoes with daisies embroidered on them. As for the guy, the school principal said he was tall and slim, in his 50s. No particular accent. Black hair, no beard, no glasses. Well dressed. Could be anyone. But I know he was hired by one of my old associates. Someone wants to finish me once and for all. Maybe they want control of what's left of my organization. Maybe they hate my guts.
And I thought I was the only one who still hated you after 20 years. What else have you got?
I got this. And I got you.
You don't have me. My place is at my diner. And your girl's not there.
Huh. So where should I be looking?
By the way, in case none of you are aware, I'm sure most of you played this game already by now. It's old. I mean, it's a good game. It's just old. And like I said before, there's supposed to be 5 episodes in the series. They're only up to episode 2. Everyone's kind of still waiting for 3, 4, and 5 because it's a pretty good game. I mean, it's pretty cool. Anyway, all the choices you make, kind of like in Telltale games, The Walking Dead, Batman, all of the Telltale games, every choice you make affects the storyline. So all the choices you make in episode 1 will be remembered in episode 2, and so on and so forth. Exact same style of game as The Walking Dead and all those kind of games where the choices matter. Anyway.
You were the biggest boss in the Mafia. And by the looks of this place, you didn't lose everything. Why don't you ask one of your subordinates for help?
You don't listen, do you? The kidnapper was hired by one of my men. One of the people I trust.
So why me?
20 years ago, I pushed you to the edge. I bought your friends and killed the ones who couldn't be bought. I got you so obsessed with me that your wife ended up leaving you. When you had nothing left, you walked into my house, shot my bodyguards, and pointed a gun at me. You could have killed me. But you chose to restrain yourself. You even gave my son a lecture on ethics. You're the only honest man I know.
I'll do it. Not for you. For her.
I knew I got the right guy.
But I want something in return.
As you can see, I'm not short of money. Ask. I won't haggle.
You leave Santa Esperanza and the country forever.
It's a deal. I always wanted to die in Sicily, but that's the least of my worries. I don't give a damn what happens to me, Ness. You just save Sophia. And you can start by investigating
Carlo Boccherini.
How did you know?
Biggest forger in Santa Esperanza. Wouldn't surprise me if Sophia's so-called uncle's papers were made by him. Besides, he's been cursing your name ever since we put you in jail.
Hey, I treated him like a son.
After you killed his parents.
They were selling booze without my permission. Wait, you know where to find them?
I have a good contact at the station. A girl. Rookie. Straight arrow. Reliable.
A girl? You saying you trust her?
You are such a chauvinist. Do you trust me?
Deal? That's a spirit. Keep Milton informed at all times, huh? You hear me?
I know you from somewhere.
You're not gonna ask me for my last words?
You should be running. I'm never going to help you. Why me?
I'm not asking you to help me.
I'm not a cop anymore. I'll do it. Not for you. For her. This town has become a jungle. Where not even rats are safe. Those who swore to protect us fight to steal the last scraps of dignity we have left. And those who should judge them prefer to squabble over their prey. But it wasn't always like this. The Santa Esperanza I was born in was a clean town. A place where it meant something to be a cop. Got my feet back on the ground. But now he's back. And he's dragged me in. I'm gonna need help. Ness.
Eliot, I found Carlo Boccarini.
I knew you would, Alice.
Write this down. 31 Wicker Avenue in Lakeview.
Thanks. Nice work.
Eliot, what do you want with him? He's got a hell of a file.
I think he's mixed up in a kidnapping, but my client doesn't want the police involved.
What are you getting yourself into? Who's your client?
Alice, I don't have much time. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks. Tomorrow's going to be a long, long day. "31 Wicker Avenue. This is it."
You sure?
I'm sure.
At last. That stench of stale grease about you reminds me too much of my old job.
You worked as a waiter?
I was a chef. And not in any old kitchen. At the maximum security penitentiary on Gore Island. Can't think of a better way to do time. And how do you think I met Alphonse? Playing golf?
Alphonse?
On the subject of cooking, I know your blueberry pie had an extra something. I still don't know what.
Alphonse?
So what now? You got a plan?
Take a look around, in case there's a rear exit. I'll take the main door.
My pleasure.
The one thing I will say about the game is the art style is very cool. Film noir. I like it.
The fact that a criminal like him can hang up his shingle in broad daylight says a lot about Santa Esperanza. Someone took out sections of the fence. Odd.
Hello. How do you do it?
Interesting taste. Been centuries since a gardener visited this house. Maybe Boccarini's business isn't going too well.
Did you find your pot of gold?
The bell doesn't work. I guess Boccarini doesn't get many visitors. Boccarini? Carlo Boccarini?
Nothing of interest out back. Sorry. You better come see this, Mr. Ness.
What is it?
I don't know how to describe it. Is that our man?
Boccarini.
My God.
We have to find out who did this, and why. Let's go.
You're the detective, Mr. Ness. Besides, Alphonse will want to see this. I'll be right back.
All right. I have to establish how Boccarini died. Maybe the body parts can shed some light on the motive. Holy Christ, what the hell are we up against? His eyes were pulled clean out of their sockets. Whoever did this, it wasn't their first time. And if they committed any other murders like this, it's likely that the police found some of the bodies. I must remember to ask Alice. His teeth were all pulled out before he was killed. The buildup of blood inside his mouth speaks for itself. Pity he won't last till Christmas, because he'd almost pass for a tree. There's no doubt the murderer took his time.
Not any Christmas tree I'd want.
This isn't a cut, it's a tear. His hands were ripped off. Who has that kind of strength? Once he got stuck in there, looks like the bottom of a glass. It's Boccherini, no doubt about that. Although the one I remember was more together.
Yeah.
Takes a strong man to tear that out. Or several. Blood and some kind of sticky liquid. Jammed shut from the inside. Maybe between the two of us when Milton gets back. Oh, shit. I should have stayed in my diner. These teeth from the body? Well, at least I know why his teeth were pulled out, more or less. What is that? Looks like a ritual. What was Boccherini mixed up in? Boccherini's teeth were all pulled out. What looks like the bottom of a broken... The murderer tore Boccherini's hands off. Hands ripped off, teeth torn out. I guess I'll have to rule out criminal intent or a personal angle. Boccherini's eyes still haven't shown up. What if I look for whatever was used to remove them?
Spoon.
A teaspoon stained with blood and some kind of sticky mixture of sticky liquid and blood can only mean one thing. The spoon was used to remove Boccherini's eyes. The mutilations and the disappearance of his eyes suggest two possible motives. Psychopathy or cultist fanaticism. Which is it? A sick altar of human flesh. Some kind of symbol drawn in blood. Although I don't know the origin of the symbol in the bathroom and the altar of flesh and teeth, I'd say the motive was some kind of occult religion. The big question is, who did it? This car looks too classy for a forger like Boccherini. Are there sufficient reasons to believe that when the murderer attacked Boccherini, there was someone else in the house? The first possibility to be ruled out is that the car belonged to Boccherini. Let's take a look in the glove compartment. Bingo. A man's cigarette case. OB. One of the Boccherini clan? Vermont plates. Someone drove a long way. The initials OB on a cigarette case. A car with Vermont plates. 1. It has Vermont plates. 2. It's too luxurious for a criminal of his standing. 3. The initials on the cigarette case don't match his name. The next possibility that needs to be ruled out is that the car was stolen. There should be evidence that there was someone else in the house. The lamp. Torn off its brackets and blocking the stairs. What looks like the bottom of a broken... A door in the corridor jammed shut.
Oh, living room, right. I actually think now is a good chance to end this playthrough. It's kind of getting late. We will continue where we left off next time. And find out who the potential murderer is. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, and look forward to seeing you all again for the next playthrough of Part 1 of Blues and Bullets. Have a good night.